to BalaCore Fitness Show with Ellen Como and
Danny Lou.
And you're listening on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. We're talking about the holidays are here. They're right upon us. We have Thanksgiving 2.5 weeks away or 2 weeks away. It's very, very close. And the habits that we can get into that aren't so good for us and patterns we can get into around the holidays that aren't good for our health. And with it getting darker earlier, it's new for all of us. I've got to say, last night I got home from the gym at about 7 o'clock and I was just seeing blurry-eyed because it was dark and it was cold. And it's so easy to make the wrong turn and go home instead of going to the gym. And my concern about that can turn into a pattern where, okay, I'm just going to take the week off and it's, I'm just feeling tired this week. I'm not going to go to the gym. That 1 week can turn into 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 4 weeks, 12 weeks. It can go on and on. I know someone that it went up to 6 months with her and she was actually in the fitness business. So it can happen to anyone. And we want to stay fit throughout the holidays because no matter how much we love the holidays, and we all do, and no matter how much we look forward to the holidays, and we all do, there's also a lot of stressors that hit us around the holidays that we don't even sometimes know that's going to happen. A lot of times they could come on through money issues. The holidays are very expensive on a lot of people and they can go time. A lot of people want our time. And then if you have a broken family, you have kids needing to be here and there in different homes. And as the kids get older and get married, they're trying to please everybody and go to everyone's homes. There's just so many different kinds of stressors that you can have over the holidays. And so it's a really, really good time to get into some really, really bad habits for yourself and to bring up even stuff you might be in work right now on yourself, making better. It's a time where you can let things slip. So this is a time where you really need to keep your awareness up. And you need to really, really stick to your healthy patterns and practices that you're doing for yourself, both physically and emotionally as well.
Now, how do we do that?
Because
that's everyone's, exactly what you said. I'm sitting here going, oh my gosh, that's like everybody I know.
Exactly.
So what are we supposed to do to break that pattern?
Okay, I'm going to give you my suggestion for breaking that pattern. The first thing is do not give up those workouts. Now, if you're working out 5 to 6 days a week and you can keep that up, fantastic. But if you can't, for any reason at all, do not go to the gym or do your workouts less than 3 days a week. And then let's say you get back from Christmas shopping and it's too late to go to the gym and you really can't get there. This is something I've been telling my clients for years. I've said this on the radio for years. Go for a walk and look at the Christmas lights. Get out. I mean, it's really beautiful right now. People are going to start putting their Christmas lights up and decorating. Go out and see the decorations. You get out of the house, you go for a walk. At least you're doing something for yourself. So that's one thing you can do. Another thing.
Oh, by the way, so does that mean that the girls, for you women, and I think there's guys that like to shop like me, we can just go walk the mall?
You go shopping? Yeah, absolutely.
Just walk that mall. You'll put in 2-3 miles easily.
Yeah, carry all those bags. Don't go back to the car and keep dropping them off, but just keep carrying them and do some lunges with them, right? And some walking lunges down the mall with them.
We're going to have the whole mall doing walking lunges with BalaCore shirts on. I like it.
And you can do that. But try to stay with your fitness routine. And if your fitness routine is you go to the 4:30 p.m. class, stick to the 4:30 p.m. class at least 3 times a week so that pattern stays ingrained. So no matter what you do, make that a very important appointment for yourself that you don't want to give up. Or maybe you might have to switch some times around where you might have to go to a 5:30 a.m. class. You might have to go a little bit earlier, or you might have to go a little bit later, 5:30 p.m. class. So, but do not give up what you're doing right now. It's really important to stick with what you're doing and do not get rid of all of the layers of what you're doing to stay healthy. Another thing that I do around the holidays is I always keep fresh fruits, which you should anyway, and vegetables there. And what I might do when I'm decorating or I know I'm going to be busy throughout the day is I just take the fruits or vegetables and I throw them on a counter, and as I run by, I just grab and throw them in my mouth. And what that does is just allows for me to have healthy choices, because I am guilty of getting very, very busy and not eating at all. And that is just as bad as overeating. So I might go 6-7 hours and not even think about food because I'm so focused on either going shopping or getting the decorating done, or I set up like my schedule for myself with not even a moment to breathe. And that really, if you don't have a moment to breathe, you surely don't have a moment to chew and swallow. So I tend to be that person that forgets to eat, which is just as bad. So if I have something healthy I can grab on the way, those little bags that I get at Trader Joe's, and you can get them at Whole Foods, little bags of nuts that you can throw in your purse or in your car, those are really good, as long as they don't have the chocolate so they don't melt, or they don't have the chocolate just because chocolate isn't good for you, and have in there when you can have all nuts. So that's another healthy choice that you can do, and not giving up your workouts. So important to stick with your workouts. I can't even tell you how important that is.
And the other de-stressor, this is Danny, is that when you have that consistency at our gym, I don't know about the other gyms, you build that camaraderie ship out of your workplace, out of your home place. And that is a very important thing to keep that connection, because you might not even be realizing it, that the people at our BalaCore are very caring. And so even when they come, it's like it's your home. You feel like you're there. Everyone says that about our gym. So you need to come by and just try that. And then you develop friendships, literally friendships there. And then that's a de-stress, so that if you don't maintain coming to the gym, your physicalness and your mental stability, being that you're seeing your friends or this, you might go into a hole like I did for years. I hated the holidays because they went on vacation. I didn't go to the gym. I didn't do this. So it made me almost somewhat a bit depressed. And you do hear that. So one of the things that you can do is the consistency, like Ellen said. It's an amazing thing that you need to do.
Okay, we're going to be right back. This is Ellen Como on BalaCore Fitness Show with Danny Liu on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.
Hey, this is Danny Liu from BalaCore Fitness, and we are live here at the Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM 1220. And we're back, and I was just talking about a little bit of how you can be depressed after you're coming into the holidays. And you hear that quite often. A lot of stories is people, are committing suicide, doing all these things, depressed during that time. And sometimes you won't even realize it. When I was in college, I was active in the school, and I went to Cal State Northridge even when I was little. And then when that break comes and you don't have all those friends around, and you don't have the things, and that routine had went away also. I didn't have anything to do, but went home. I didn't see my friends. I'd sit and eat, and that's all I was doing. And then when the relatives came out, you sit around and you eat. So what, Ellen, you've been talking about is that to keep your routine, and one thing is the workout. And we all have that, and we all can start. Today is a new day, and you can come to our classes tonight at 4:30, which is one of our best classes, the cycle and the it's a 30-minute workout of each cycle and our BalaCore circuit. So we will see you at 4:30 tonight, 23026 Soledad Canyon. Anyways, so that's one thing that personally for years affected me. You just get a little depressed, and you don't realize what that is. And we don't want to feed that with the food and changing of that routine. And then I was the opposite. I was always so busy that I wouldn't eat, and I would work out just because I needed it, just to keep up with my energy to be able to get through my day. But I wouldn't eat, and I needed to stop and make sure that I had healthy snacks everywhere around me, that I could keep up with my healthy eating throughout the holidays. My biggest thing was that I would end up losing too much weight, and that's not healthy either. And not eating is not healthy either. Being healthy and fit is about being healthy. And it's about eating properly and getting fuel for your body and having your body properly fuel. Because if you're not eating enough, you're going to find out that you can't think straight, or you're not thinking clearly. And then it's really hard to get the stuff done that you need to get done. Then you don't have the energy to work out, even when you need to work out. So over the holiday season, as it is upon us now, make sure, and now it gets darker earlier, it's going to start to get colder, you really need to stick with your workout schedule. And it's so true, Danny, about BalaCore Fitness Studio, and a lot of the studios out there are fitness centers. You start to build a family, and they're really going to be there for you to talk to. Instead of your food being your friend, you have a real friend now at the gym that wants to talk to you, that you can tell your problems to. They're listening to your problems. You're kind of helping each other, giving each other advice, kind of helping each other walk through life. It's just a really great place for people to come together and really build and share their lives together, and along with the workouts. It's not only the problems, it's the successes. Yes. So we care about it all. And there's that I don't know, it's not a cliche, but you hear it all the time from church. And I'm a church goer, and I'll go and I'll just see the people I always see. Hey, how you doing? Great. And you tend to walk by and just not really even check in. At our gym, we check in. It's an amazing thing at our gym, and I don't want to make it all about that, but I'm just trying to let you know that you can build true fellowship and friendships at our gym, and it's been so amazing for everybody that's attended.
Yeah, there really is a lot of that going on, and there's a lot of success stories as well. We have people losing weight at record numbers, and I'm looking at their bodies, and I love when I'm training a class and I start to see them do something they've never done before. They're stronger than they've ever been. I see how they're moving. I might bring a new move into the gym, and half the class is going, are you kidding me? And then these few people that started out are going through this move with such grace and elegance and strength. And I'm so proud of them. And then I love on the days that I'm not teaching and I get to sit in the back of the studio and I get to watch the class. That's when I really start to notice the changes and how people are changing and how their bodies are changing and how much stronger they're getting and how much more they're able to do. So that's such an exciting thing. And they get to see the difference. And the holidays, again, are around the corner, or we got to put on that fancy dress that we've been wanting to get into. And we know people are going to see us that haven't seen us in a year. There's a lot of events coming up in the next couple months. There's a lot of parties coming up in the next couple months. And we want to look good for that. I mean, we all do. We want to feel good, but we also want to look good as well. And we have that dress hanging in our closet, women, that we just want to get into, and we want to look amazing in it. We want it to fit like it's supposed to fit. So by sticking with your workouts and then sticking with proper nutrition and watching what you eat when you are working out, not going to fast food, but maybe going home and having your chicken breast, your salmon, brown rice. There's some new restaurants. I love how a lot of the restaurants, Life Kitchen is a great one to run into. Grab it to go, take it home. It's healthy. They have it completely balanced for you. And that's good to do as well, as go to a couple of healthy restaurants or go to Whole Foods, put something together that's healthy, and then you can go ahead and you can mimic it at home when you go to cook it. But it's kind of giving you an awareness if you have trouble understanding what should I eat, when should I eat. It's very confusing. There is a million books out there. Everybody thinks they know the magic formula to losing weight and keeping it off, and there's actually a lot of magic formulas that work, and the best one for losing weight, I'm going to give you that. We're going to take a break right now, but when we get back, I'm going to give you the best magic cure for losing weight when it comes to your nutrition. What is a proper nutrition? What is the real one out there, the pie in the sky that we're all searching for? This is Ellen Como on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.